Hi, thanks for joining me. It's Christine Crutcher from Create with Christine. I'm here with another Tuesday tip video tutorial. And for my project today, we are going to be making this card right here. A really cute, fun Christmas card, perfect for a nature lover or outdoorsy person in your life. So I'm using the Christmas Pine stamp set. This is from the 2018-2019 annual catalog, and I paired it up with the Under the Mistletoe Designer Series paper and the Under the Mistletoe cardstock pack. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm just going to put this over to the side right here. I am going to do my stamping first. So I cut out a Whisper White oval with my Big Shot in the Stitched Shapes framelit dies. I'm going to bring over my shaded Spruce ink pad. This is one of the new colors, and it's really growing on me now that I've been starting to use it. I'm just using the colors from the designer paper, and this stamp set has some really cute sayings. So this one just says, "May the simple joys of the season be yours." So we're just going to go ahead and stamp that right in the middle. And then I wanted to layer on a piece of shaded spruce, an oval. So here's the oval. And I think I did show this in my video last week as well, but I just wanted to give you the tip again. I did cut out the oval piece from the mat that goes behind the designer paper in the card. So it's just a great tip to save on your cardstock. So I try to do that whenever possible. This project you could probably die cut 3 of the pieces at the same time. You could do the white, actually probably 2 because I did the green. It's a larger piece of cardstock. But if you cut down a scrap piece of Whisper White, you could run it the stitched oval through at the same time as cutting out the layering oval, if that makes sense. So you'd put them on your Big Shot, pretend this was your Big Shot plate. You'd have a piece of white here and a piece of the green here with each framelit or thinlit, and crank it through. So it kind of saves on your hand and your wrist of how many cranks through the Big Shot. I did add the pines though, so you'd probably have to do those separately with the old olive. So let's get our layers on. This is the really cute pattern with the deer. This paper is gorgeous on both sides. I mean, this, if it wasn't for this color, this doesn't really match this, but the plaids are super cute in this paper. So here is the deer paper. I'm going to put my adhesive on the plaid side. And then I have a standard size real red card base. And I'm just going to adhere this on with a little bit of liquid glue. I also have a small strip of paper from the coordinating pack, and since the deer was a busy pattern, I kind of went with more of a quieter pattern, and I just want to punch a banner in one end. So I'm going to bring over my triple banner punch. I am going to stick in the middle, then I'm going to flip over, and you can, depending on what size you cut your cardstock, you can push it all the way to the end. I'm actually going to pull back because I cut my cardstock 1 inch by 4.5, and I just want to make sure I see a little triangle at the edge of the punch. And when I see that, I'm going to punch and just make a banner. So I want the polka dots facing, so I want to put my snail on the busy pattern here. And this just also ties in a little bit of red to the card. So it brings out the red in the card base. And then for my pines, I cut 2 pines and they're super long. So what I kind of did was offset them against each other like so. And then I'm going to put my oval across the middle. So hopefully it will kind of cover up the edges a little bit. I just want to have the edges poking out. So what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of adhesive right here in the middle. And let me bring over the Take Your Pick tool. The tool comes in a box like this. So when we open up the box, these are the pieces that you get. So here's the tool. It comes with a refill putty tip, and this is an interchangeable tip. So let me show you these pieces. You want to pull off the clear cover, and this is your putty tip, so it's sticky to the touch. I can pick up my pine, kind of lay it where I want it, and get it on the adhesive. So the putty tip is great for picking up pieces. And actually, I'm just going to add a little bit more adhesive over the top of this one to get the other one to stick. So the putty tip will pick up, then I can place over my adhesive. And when you twist it to crank more putty off. So when this doesn't become sticky anymore, you just break it off and then you twist to get more off. When you are done with this putty and there's no more refill, you take the whole entire piece off and put in the replacement. So it does come with one on here and one replacement. The other end, this is a cool spatula tool. The other side is a paper piercer, so I could poke holes for projects. This looks really sharp, so just be careful with that end. It has a locking thing here, so right to lock, left to unlock. So that's the spatula. We're going to use that for putting on the rhinestones, but I also wanted to show this stylus ends fit in and lock, so you have a large stylus, then also a small stylus. So that definitely could come in handy. I know a lot of people are like, I lost the scoring blade that came with my scoreboard, so people have been dying for replacements for that. So I have my pines on. Let's put this piece over. If you have a few hanging out, you could chop them off with scissors if it bothers you that you can see it through. I'm just going to add on my oval with some Stampin' Dimensionals. So we'll put 6, 3, and 3. I really liked adding the pines because there's pines in the paper, so it just seemed like it coordinated really well. Okay, I have little dimensional pieces stuck everywhere. Can probably pick them up with the Take Your Pick tool and put them right in the trash. So once I have that on there, I'm just going to bring over, I have some red rhinestones. And I'm just going to pick up with my spatula, and then I can put it on the eye in Joy's, and the eye in Simple. And that is how simple my card is for today. So look for the Take Your Putty tool. It will be a Take Your Pick tool, sorry about that. It will be available starting Wednesday, which is September 5th, 2018. It's only $10 plus shipping and tax depending on your tax zone. So it's really affordable, and I think it's going to be a very popular seller for Stampin' Up! So that's my project for today. Please leave me a comment by Monday, September 10th at midnight Eastern for a chance to win this card in the mail for me for tuning in. Thanks so much. I'll be back again next week with another Tuesday Tip video tutorial for you.